Freedom. Would you like to be free? Totally free? What does it mean for you to be free? Does it mean you can choose what you want to do? That you can be independent? Look after yourself? And everything goes well? Does it mean that you have enough money to do what you want to do? Does it mean that you're surrounded by people who love you? Does it mean that you have no problem with making a choice? Because you can choose exactly what you want to do and have. Oh, maybe it doesn't quite work like that. Is that how we are as humans? Who, for each of us, if you really want to, have enough money so that you can have what you want, so that you can do what you want, so that you have the job you love, the people around you that support you, the house you want, travel, all that. Does it really work like that? Maybe there's another way to look at freedom. What if you could be free of any restrictive self-beliefs? Because you know, don't you, that when you are aware of believing that you're not good enough, that stops you living your life in freedom. Maybe there's other self-beliefs that you have inside you that are restricting your life. Maybe you believe that you're not worthy of love. Maybe you believe that you're just not worthy of a good job or of having money or of being able to just plain do what you love. When you have beliefs like that inside you, they're not in your mind, even though they might crop up as thoughts. They're deeper than that. And the real trouble is that they affect every little way that you are. They affect how you stand. They affect the words you use, the tone of voice, the speed of voice, the breathing, the way you go, the way you don't go, what you eat, what you don't eat, how you look after yourself, how you don't look after yourself, how you try to escape your emotions, how you try and get away from things that are difficult, from conflict even. They affect all of your life in really subtle ways because those beliefs are embedded in every little part of you at a subconscious level. Tricky. The only way to loosen those beliefs is to actually get to the subconscious stuff. Now, if you were to come and see me about this, we would talk about how it presents in your life. I would really listen. I'd be interested and curious about how you notice those beliefs affect you in your daily life. We would also talk about when you were young, how you were when you were very young, if you know or if you were told, and what you remember of your life when you were growing up. Because then we can get some clarity about how these beliefs got set up. Because in some mysterious way, they were probably set up to protect you. There was a way in which they helped, a way in which they served you when you were young. But now that you're an adult, they don't. And then we can get to the subconscious. It's just like a guided meditation where I guide you to relax really deeply inside. And then there is nothing for you to do. Things, I don't know what things, memories, emotions, situations, I don't know, they might show up when you were deeply relaxed. And there's an opportunity then for you to change what went on back then in your subconscious and in your mind. It's not changing the situation, but it changes how you perceive that time and that situation, because that's what counts. Even when we think we have a good memory, we can't remember exactly what happened. We only remember how we perceive it. And how we felt about it is a big thing in how we perceived it back then. There's all sorts of things we might have learnt in order to keep ourselves safe, in order to simply survive. So if you're interested, I do invite you to get in touch. Have a look at my website. There's more information there. Actually, it's been redone, so there's lots of information there now, some of which you can find interesting. There's also a free ebook to download, which is about how the unacknowledged trauma of when we were babies and when we were very young affects us as adults. I'd love to see you.